Peter Nightingale. I teach physics at the University of Rhode Island.
Can't hear you.
Is this better? I'd like to look at people when I talk to them, so it's kind of complicated. Anyway, I'm Peter Nightingale. I teach physics at the University of Rhode Island, and I have a couple of comments. Before I say that, mention that I'm a computational physicist and I know something about modeling. In a letter dated March 20th of this year, I raised questions about the adequacy of Invenergy's modeling analysis, purportedly demonstrating compliance of the facility with state and federal regulations. I expressed serious concerns also about the regulations themselves. And here I want to go off script a little bit, because one of my concerns was that DEM had asked Invenergy to do modeling that took into account all the facilities in Rhode Island. That's not because DEM people are stupid, it's because they are bound by statutes that have been corrupted by insiders for decades upon decades upon decades. Anyway, the good news is that, as I said, I expressed serious concern about the regulations themselves, and the good news is that your department's advisory opinion recognizes the seriousness of those concerns. Unfortunately, it stopped short of concluding that the construction of the Clear River Energy Center would violate the conventional precautionary principle which applies to public health issues discussed in the opinion. The threat climate change poses to the biosphere adds a completely new dimension to this principle. The Department of Health opinion states on page 22, and I will submit a more elaborate version of my testimony here, but I'll do that via email. It says on that page, we cannot measure the direct contribution of the proposed plant or any single facility to public health by means of climate change. Now, do you not agree that if we were to build a power plant, in spite of our inability to assess its contribution to climate change, we would violate Principle 15 of the Rio Declaration, an international treaty signed and ratified by the United States, which supposedly is the supreme land of the law. It overrules all those statutes that you are governed and bound by. And let me tell you what that principle says. This is the Rio Declaration. Where there are threats of serious or irreversible damage, lack of full scientific certainty shall not be used as a reason for postponing cost-effective measures to prevent environmental degradation. Why do you not go all the way and say, stop this thing, we don't know what we're doing?